What's good, people? It's your boy Clan, the Spurs fan, here with a brand new video. If you could give me a like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. Yeah, I just wanted to talk for a second. Getting ready to go out and get some lunch, but I did want to talk about something really quick, really fast. Um, the San Antonio Spurs are the most frustrating team. I'll rephrase it. The 2019-2020 San Antonio Spurs is one of the most frustrating teams I've ever watched play. And the reason why they're more frustrating to watch to play this season than last season is because last season my expectations, even though they were high, I I was okay or content with us not being consistent because we had just got DeMar DeRozan. The pieces were just falling into place. I think it was first year Tony Parker left, and DeJounte Murray had got injured. So I was pretty content with us not being what I would hope for us to be last season. Now this season is way more frustrating because something that I saw last game, and it has been the problem for the entire season thus far. Even though we won, that was not very promising. That win was not very promising. I'll take any win at this point. I know we need them, but you can't continue to win like that, because if you keep trying to win like that, you're going to lose like that, which we've lost like that way more often than we've won like that. So the thing is, the Spurs problem right now, yes, everyone's saying that we need another superstar. Yes, we do. DeMar DeRozan in LA being the main guys is not going to be good enough. We all know that, right? But the main thing that I'm having an issue with is the rotations, is who's in the game when we really need someone to be stopped. That game, the first half, Brent Forbes played great as far as his offense, but then he slowed down in the second half, and if his offense isn't hitting, then he's honestly, and I don't mean any disrespect to Brent Forbes, because I love Brent Forbes, but if his offense ain't hitting, he's useless. I mean, there's no use for Brent Forbes whatsoever. As far as playmaking, he's maybe average or slowly below average for a guard. His defense is below average, even though his defensive IQ is fine, but he's just undersized. It's not his fault. He's just undersized. But I don't know, man. In that game, when the Suns started to come back, because we were up, we started killing them. We were up by almost 20. And they started to come back. I said in my head, oh, okay, easy. Let's go ahead and stop them. Slow down Devin Booker. Put maybe Lonnie in there. Put him on him. Put DeJounte on him. Put White on him. Or maybe we can just, pull up DeMar Carroll. Put DeMar Carroll on him. But they didn't decide to do that. Instead, a lot of those plays, Brent Forbes was still on Devin Booker. And it's just hard for me. I just don't understand why that's the case over and over. I don't understand why Brent Forbes is guarding these guys over and over. Just like the game, I'm trying to think who it was. I can't remember which game it was, but it was a game maybe a couple weeks ago, and we had Brent Forbes on the guy, and then we doubled him with Jakob, and Derek White and DeJounte Murray were both on the floor at the same time, and neither one of them guarded the best player in that situation. And it really screwed us up. So I just don't understand the rotations at this point. And I put in the caption, okay, I blame Pop. And this isn't something where I'm sitting here bashing Pop like a lot of you guys like to do, or not people on YouTube necessarily, but I've seen some things. I've seen some comments where it's like, okay, you guys are just totally disrespecting Pop. I'm not calling for Pop's job. I'm not saying that Pop has lost it. He's washed up. I'm not saying none of that. Pop is still the man. Pop is still amazing. We need Popovich. But I will say this. It's the whole coaching staff with what's going on right now. And Becky has been magnificent, but we got some new coaches on the sideline. So it really does look like Pop is doing a lot of it by himself as far as some of the decisions. I mean, even in the Heat game, it took a lot for Becky to convince Pop that we should challenge this play, the challenge the Jimmy Butler play. So I understand that Pop is doing a lot by himself. He's doing a lot of teaching, not only towards the players, but he's teaching the coaching staff as well. He's teaching them, he's showing them the ways of being a coach. So I understand there's a lot on Pop right now, but these rotations, I don't know what else to say. I mean, we can't come after games and call the team defensively challenged when the wrong people are out there in the wrong time. In that game, Bryn Forbes was no use for us in the second half. Maybe technically, maybe he helped with spacing, but that didn't do much. They still came back, and we could have very well lost that game. It did nothing. So to stop or slow it down, why not have Lonnie Walker in there, who has proven that he can stop really good guards? He stopped James Harden pretty much. James Harden had a great game, but all his points came from the free throw line. He stopped him. So why not have Lonnie Walker out there to be your stopper? Why not have DeMarre Carroll come in? I mean, what we got DeMarre Carroll for? This is the same thing we did with Dante Cunningham last season. Let these guys go out there. Let these guys defend. Let these guys go to work. I don't get it. Really don't get it. And like I said, I love Pop. I love this team. I love their resiliency or whatever. But at the same time, man, this ain't gonna fly. This ain't gonna work. When you have the personnel to do it and you're still afraid. I mean, what? I see it like this. Yes, there's guys that you trust, right? There's guys that you trust to play. There's guys that's young and maybe, not 100% ready. But I'm sorry, my eye test tells me that Lonnie Walker plays better than most of the people on the team. That's just how I see it. DeJounte Murray is still learning. He's still learning. But Lonnie Walker has this instinct about him where he makes things happen. Why not have him on the court? And he's proven in his young, early career that in clutch situations, he can come up big. He's been doing it since college, but he can come up big in clutch situations. So I just feel like that ending would have been a little more tame if he was in the game. There was another game, and I'm trying to name them in my head, but I can't, I don't want to just spend a lot of time thinking about what game it was. But it was another game in this same situation. I mean, it didn't happen all season, but same situation. Lonnie Walker comes in the game. We increased the lead by about 20. I think it was more than 20. And then the other team came all the way back once he got on the bench. And I don't think he came back in the game. So I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't know if it's something where, they're afraid of him being injured. They don't want him to injure himself again. I thought he was 100% healthy. I mean, the way he fly through the air. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I want to get it. I want to see where they're coming from. But there is nothing here telling me that it makes sense. I don't get it. And like I said, Bryn Forbes is great, and Marco Bellinelli played well yesterday. But I'm not going to be one of the people that are up and down about it. I'm pretty confident in my opinions on Bryn Forbes and Marco Bellinelli. I don't think neither one of them should get significant playing time. I just don't. I think Bryn Forbes should come off the bench, especially when you got somebody like Lonnie Walker. He should come off the bench. I think Marco Bellinelli, he's already coming off the bench, but I don't want to see any games where Marco Bellinelli gets more minutes than Lonnie Walker, ever. I just don't want to see that, because Lonnie Walker is a much better player than Marco. Marco has higher IQ right now, but I just think overall, I think Lonnie Walker's a better player. Defensively, offensively, playmaking, everything. I mean, he's just better. So last game, it's a win. I'm happy for it. I think that um, we played very well most of the game, and I think that the reason why I say I blame Pop is you know I think we played very well, and we could have kept the league if the right people were in the game at the right time. And this whole thing, this experiment with keeping Brendan Forbes in this game for so long, I don't get it. I don't get it. He's a magnificent three-point shooter, but I think all of us will agree that he's very undersized. And in this NBA, while all these guards can just shoot like crazy, it doesn't help him being out there. It just doesn't. Best thing you could do is in those situations, clutch situations, put Lonnie Walker in, put DeMar Carroll in if you're afraid of guys that don't have a lot of experience or something, but don't put Brendan Forbes on Devin Booker. Now, when the game was really on the line, they put Derek White on Devin Booker, so that's great. But man, I'm getting tired of seeing it. I'm getting tired of seeing it. But yeah, we got. What you gotta say? We got the. You said we got the Pelicans tomorrow, and we get to see Zion tomorrow. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be fun. I'm not afraid of them whatsoever, but that's gonna be fun. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you think in the comments. If you agree with me, disagree with me. But this, like I said, this isn't bashing Pop. This isn't me going on here and saying Pop needs to leave. Pop needs to be fired. Pop, no. Pop is the GOAT. And honestly, any team would die. Any fan base would die to have a guy like Popovich as their coach. I mean, Pop is the man. And the only thing I seen different, and I told someone this the other day, where someone was really criticizing Pop too harshly. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. No, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, but I was just gonna say, somebody said something the other day about Popovich, and they were very harsh about Pop. And I said, man, listen, the only difference I've seen from when Pop was winning championships and Pop now is that he doesn't have Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. That's it. And it's not fair to sit here and start talking bad about Pop when you got other teams. When you look at other teams, you need the coaching and the players. If people start saying, what if Tom Brady leaves, right? Let's say he leaves the Patriots and Belichick starts losing. Are we really going to sit here and say with a straight face that Belichick was washed up or he's getting exposed or something like that? No, you're not going to say that, or you shouldn't say that. He just doesn't have the greatest quarterback of all time in his center anymore. And it's the same thing with the Spurs. Pop just so happened not to have the greatest power forward in his corner anymore, and it just is what it is. But at the same time, some of these coaching decisions have been questionable. It's very frustrating because sometimes you see the Spurs, and when they moving the ball and they're playing well and they're shooting well and they're playing good defense, that's all Pop instilling that in the guys. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, now we're seeing these guys try to play good defense, but you don't have the right guys out there to do it, to implement it. So I hope that they really limit Brent Forbes' minutes and Marco's. I don't care how good of a game Marco had, because every good game he has is like 20 bad ones. So you got to limit these guys. And when you got talent like Lonnie, you got talent like DeMar Carroll, you got to utilize that. Ashley said, who you got for the Super Bowl? I don't really care too much who wins. I'm just excited to see a good game. But if I had to choose who was going to win, Patrick Mahomes is so young. I'll probably go with the 49ers. I'll go with the 49ers. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Until next time, deuces. Leave comments, like I said, and tell me your thoughts on it. But I will see you later. And tomorrow, I'm definitely going to try to get on tomorrow because that's going to be exciting to see Zion for the first time. All right, guys. Peace.